Et voilà. Tac. Bon, ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas stream. Ça fait longtemps. Et je l'avais promis. Du coup, on va se retrouver sur un petit truc. Je sais pas si vous connaissez. Moi, je connais rien sur ce jeu, juste le nom. Et bienvenue sur Twin Mirror. Voilà. Oh, il y a 2 specs. Bonjour à vous. Je ne sais pas qui sont ces gens. Bref. Aïe, le son est peut-être un peu fort. Tac. Ouais, le son est un petit peu fort. Touc. Je fais encore les configs. Hein. Voilà. Sinon, j'espère que ça va bien. Ça fait très longtemps. Et voilà. Et on se retrouve du coup, premier jour de mes vacances. Donc on a le temps. J'avais fait une promesse. Je la tiens. Du coup, c'est parti. Je connais rien du tout sur le jeu, donc je vais faire vite fait les petites configs. Alors, synchro, non, tout est ultra. Sauf la synchro verticale. Français. Est-ce qu'on a... Non, on n'a pas d'aperçu. On va laisser en normal. Tac. ZQSD. Non, pas manette. Et comment jouer? Ça c'est sauvegarde, ok. Bon, on verra ça en game. Bref. Voilà. C'est parti. Nouvelle partie.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WBCK, the Bastard Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting...
Oh là là, je sens le strike.
Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station. I'm playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Belvédère.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Ok, bah c'est parti. Oula, t'as le coup en avant toi. C'est très joli. Je ne sais pas du tout de quand il date. Je vais juste regarder ça. Tac. Je vais checker ça. Twin Mirror. Désolé pour le bruit de clavier. Eh ben, il est sorti cette année. Enfin, cette année. 1er décembre 2020. Ça explique pourquoi il est joli. Très bien. Tac. On continue. Alors. Je remets juste Streamlabs. Voilà. Tac. Et toi, je te pose ici. Ok. Continuons. Pour le moment, ça me paraît très joli. J'ai aucune idée de c'est un jeu de quoi. Pour le moment, il me fait un peu penser à Détroit. Enfin, non, pas à Détroit. Si, ouais, un petit peu à Détroit. Beyond Two Souls. Tout ça.
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Ok. Ouais, ça doit être par là. Ok, très bien.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Ok.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Donc je m'appelle Sam. Tout à l'heure, quelqu'un nous a appelé, il s'appelait Bug.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Alors par contre, je préviens, je vais tellement explorer. C'est très joli. Il y aura peut-être une rediff. En tout cas, il y aura peut-être des best-of aussi.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
D'accord.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Donc on serait là en retour depuis de nombreuses années, possiblement. Fondé en 1865, cette petite ville minière s'est développée rapidement, en même temps que l'industrie minière. À son apogée, Basswood produisait plus de charbon que toute autre ville de Virginie occidentale, et sa production était parmi les plus stables des États-Unis. Basswood est aussi un endroit merveilleux pour les amateurs de nature, un peu à l'écart de la piste des Appalaches, avec ses centaines de kilomètres de chemins de randonnée, constituant un exemple parfait de mode de vie authentique de la Virginie occidentale. Basswood est à la fois un témoignage de son passé et un aperçu de son avenir radieux. Très bien. Donc oui, je pense que c'est une ville où on habitait quand on était plus petit. Plus jeune. Et du coup, on revient un petit peu dans nos souvenirs. Ça me fait un petit peu penser à Tell Me Why sur ce point. Mais bien sûr, tout le contexte est différent. Tell Me Why, c'est un exil un petit peu. Une sorte de prison. Sans vous spoiler.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just to see the appeal.
Contre la chasse, peut-être intéressant à savoir. Alors, lorsque vous chassez, conservez toujours sur vous tous les permis et toutes les autorisations nécessaires. Ne chassez pas sous l'emprise de l'alcool. La chasse est interdite entre une demi-heure après le coucher du soleil et une demi-heure avant le lever du soleil. Donc pas de chasse la nuit.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Les pittoresques forêts de Virginie occidentale abritent entre autres des cerfs, des écureuils volants, des renards, des mulots, des lapins et des chauves-souris. On a également vu des lynx, des sangliers et même des ours noirs un peu partout dans l'état. Des cougars de l'Est, puma concolores ont même été repérés rôdant près de certaines fermes très reculées. Peut-être pas tout lire, sinon ça va être long. Surtout si c'est un jeu comme Life is Strange et tout.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
En tout cas, je vais me lire dans ma tête, mais pas forcément à haute voix.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
C'est quoi? Je n'ai aucune idée de ce que c'est. Caissier... Oh bah oui, en même temps, je suis conne. Caissier à nourriture, oui. Très bien, continuons.
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective.
C'est vraiment
Until
beau.
that day.
La lumière là. Pouah. Télescope. Enfin, longue vue. C'est parti.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Ok. Alors j'ai rien compris. Mais on dirait qu'on est dans sa tête. Accident ferroviaire de Basswood, le train déraillé en raison de l'état des voies. Angle de tir optimaux. Avec les formules. Très bien. Souvenir. C'est moi?
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Ah non, ok.
Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died.
Oh,
I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
oh non. Est-ce qu'il serait pas mort dans l'accident de train? Et que ça serait pour ça qu'il est là? J'espère pas. Ce serait vraiment triste. Oh non. Ok, donc on peut se souvenir de choses comme ça. Très bien.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
C'est lui, Nick?
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... People around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna.
Anna.
But no,
Ok.
I wasn't listening.
Là on a Anna, Sam. Et l'autre c'est sûrement Nick. Celui avec lequel il a beaucoup de souvenirs. Y'a rien ici avant tout? Non.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna,
Oh,
you really need to see this.
il a demandé en
I
mariage.
can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Oh non, ça va mal tourner. Oh non.
You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away.
Oh non.
Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Eh ben. Et puis sur... C'est I ou L? Ok, c'est I. Juste... Tac. Pour éviter que vous ayez un écho. Voilà. Ça devrait aller maintenant. Vite un tout petit peu plus. Ok. Alors, ça c'est les quêtes. Très bien. Personnage. Donc c'est bien Nick. Très bien. Et on serait... Vu que c'est Twin Mirror, est-ce qu'on sera jumeaux? Ressemblance, mais j'arrive pas à savoir. Aux obesques de mon meilleur ami. Non, ils sont pas jumeaux, ils sont juste meilleurs amis. C'est ultra triste. Ah là, il y a un memento, j'avais pas vu. D'accord, et du coup, il n'y a rien dans les 3 mementos, je suppose. Ok, très bien. Je devrais trouver ça un peu plus tard. Stats. J'ai pas fait de choix spéciaux. Ok, donc c'est bien un jeu à choix, un petit peu comme Life is Strange et tout ça. Il y a quoi ici? Est-ce qu'il y a une animation spéciale? Genre... Je sais rien. Non, pas du tout. C'est vraiment beau. Je vais juste... C'est quoi ça? Quoi? Non, tout va bien. Non, voilà, tout va bien, tout va bien. J'ai eu peur, mais tout va bien. Ah oui, d'accord. Non, tout va bien. Attention à l'écho. Ok. Tac, du coup je vais quand même monter le son du reste. Voilà, ça devrait être un petit peu mieux. Book, ça je le mets un peu plus devant moi. Ok, c'est parti. Reprendre la partie. Donc on doit rentrer à la
I
voiture.
missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Tu viens toujours? J'espère vraiment que tu pourras venir à la veillée, ça sera au Haven. Ça ne gênera pas Nick. Donc ça fiche bien que je sois en retard.
Lost the signal.
Pas de raison.
Something never change.
Ça me fait penser à beaucoup trop de jeux. La petite ville au milieu des montagnes, The Last of Us. Les choix, Life is Strange. Le reste un petit peu Détroit et Beyond Two Souls. Et Tell Me Why.
Muley, you actually came.
Mulet.
It's been a while.
Respecte-moi.
You've gotten taller.
Respecte-moi, bestiole.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Au volant en plus. Super ça.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Alors. Je suis désolée.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave.
Ah.
You said. You said. I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after. You know, after my dad.
Oh,
I don't know what to say to that. You're right.
c'est triste. Du
I
coup, elle va
wasn't in
faire
a
quoi
state
maintenant?
where I could reach out to anyone.
Elle doit encore avoir une mère, mais ça va être
I'm
compliqué.
still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth?
Qui es-tu?
That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake.
C'est
If
qui
you poke
derrière?
around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on.
Une deuxième voix dans sa
Friends
tête?
don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again.
Ou la
It's
voix
your
de
call.
Nick, peut-être? Pas la mêler à ça. Promettre d'enquêter. C'est là que commencent les choix. Ok. J'aime pas promettre. Mais en même temps, elle a envie. Ouais, vas-y. J'aime pas promettre, mais...
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
Je vais voir ce qui s'est passé.
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Ok. Très bien. Premier choix. Ok. Rentrer dans le bar. F. Ok. Beaucoup trop de choses à regarder. Sur le cassis.
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime.
I hope she's not running short on money.
Est-ce qu'on peut sprinter dans ce jeu? Est-ce que ça, c'est marcher vite? Ouais. Ah. Police. Oula.
The old bar sign. Reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs. 2 long years since we last saw each other. You're very late, you know. You completely missed the funeral.
I'm here for Nick's wake, at least.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken
Désolé.
to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason.
Mhm.
If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Mhm. Ouais, en même temps, je bouge mon micro, c'est pour ça.
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
I'm not ready for this.
J'ai dit que je voulais enquêter. Pourquoi là-bas il y a une porte? Elle doit bien servir à quelque chose, mais bon. On va rentrer par là.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ah, non, c'est bon. Le stream il m'appelait au secours.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this.
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Oula.
Gentlemen. We get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else. Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Merci, c'est gentil. Pour quelle table?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Ouais, c'est creepy un peu.
It's the guy who got the mine closed.
Qui, moi?
I can't believe he showed up.
Ah, c'est pour ça. C'est moi qui fais fermer la mine. Ah, et là, je serais rentré par là.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Peut-être bien fait de passer par la porte de devant.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times and I thought it sounded good.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Then you should read Great Expectations. It's a masterpiece. So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize... Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this. Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He loved people, sharing things, having fun together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what, as long as we were playing together.
Je le connais pas du tout, mais on va dire qu'il était sympa.
Chess, Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
Ah.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot in Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
I spent all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death? barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. Must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say. Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Ok. On va continuer jusqu'à mettre notre photo là-bas. Bonjour messieurs, dames. Tara.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Trop de gens.
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
Peut-être un peu limite de venir et de balancer ça comme ça.
I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Ouais, la dame est... Aïe, elle attaque dans les points qui font mal. Parce que il est mort flambé. Ça fait mal, hein.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things. Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Oh, jukebox.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Encore une fois, ça me fait penser à Life is Strange. Dans le bar, le Wells Bar, je crois, de vieux souvenirs.
Sit yourself down. Now you should know how much.
Pourquoi ça m'énerve? Votre stream rencontre des problèmes. Quoi comme problème? Non, tout va bien. Oula. Ok, oui, c'est peut-être ça. Ok, pas grave. Tout va bien.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
J'ai trop d'images de temps en temps, je comprends pas pourquoi. Image ignorée détectée. Genre si je peux régler ça maintenant. Bon, je verrai ça en off. C'est pas grave. Ça devrait tenir. Éteindre quoi? Se tenir musicien du quoi? Pire est un tout petit peu court, ce qui donne l'avantage aux habitués. Oh, petite.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Oh, c'est vrai que dans un bar, ouais. C'est limite. Mais c'est pas grave. C'est la fille du décédé, du défunt. Oups, j'ai tapé dans le micro.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
People don't really know what to say, but they genuinely liked your dad. So even if they're weird and clumsy, it comes from a good place.
Now you sound all weird and clumsy.
Don't I always?
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Et le dernier pour la fin, Cathy.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
C'est elle la mère. Oh.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now.
Ah bah, peut-être pas, hein.
Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Bah.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
C'est elle qui m'en a parlé, donc bon, calme-toi. Pac-Man. C'est triste. Je pense que ouais, c'était pas un accident. Si on en parle autant, c'est que c'était pas un accident, je pense. que justement on va apprendre à découvrir ce que c'était.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
J'étais peut-être flic.
Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Oh.
A
Oh.
wedding ring?
Oh.
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oops.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything,
Calmez-vous,
pick
je
up
vais bien.
my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
Bon,
Those
après
two
ça, je
were
fais
a
une
great
petite pause.
team.
Je vais prendre du médicament.
Bug was so small back then.
Je peux pas. Eh. Je vais voir Nicky Sam là.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Happier times. I wonder who took that picture.
Pas genre sur la mienne. Non.
He was more her best friend than a dad.
Hmm. Celle-là où je peux pas.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
If you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Mhm. Ah non? Oui. Eh ben, c'est parti.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I was staying here.
Va la voir. Mais oui. Va la voir. Non, d'abord on observe la guitare. J'ai dit Z.
Anna
Oh.
used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Eh. Ça va.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Ça m'énerve. Il a quoi mon stream? Qu'on a des problèmes. Ça devrait pas faire ça. C'est bon. Je vois vraiment pas pourquoi des fois ça me fait un truc bizarre.
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Yeah. That's, you two... must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was gonna tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death.
Euh,
Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and
Oui, mais je
pushing.
veux savoir.
You always do
Mais-
this. You always...
Et merde.
I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do.
Merde.
See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Ouais, bah on va partir en pause là en fait. Et je pense que je vais arrêter le live et le relancer dans 2 minutes. Juste le temps que je règle ce problème. Je ne comprends pas. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ouais, je vais faire ça. Allez, à tout de suite. Je reviens, je règle juste le problème et voilà. Profitez de ce temps-là pour une pause. Allez. Hey, salut! C'est moi du montage. Ouais, c'était juste pour te confirmer que bah, c'est que sur cette VOD là qu'on a un problème. Mais normalement, après, c'est réglé. Voilà. J'espère te revoir sur la prochaine. Celle-là, je suis désolée, mais bon, je pouvais pas tellement faire autrement. Allez. C'est la fin de la vidéo. Je te dis salut. Bye bye!